to a new video. Today, Karam and I are going to be
rating the Flash episodes before the final season.
So the day this video is coming out is February 8th. I'm going to post it on February 8th.
Well, there you go.
Yes. So, the day you're watching this, the first episode, the premiere episode is out. It's going to be out tonight. And we are so incredibly excited. But for now, we're going to be ranking our top 10 episodes from The Flash, up from season 1 to season 8. Nothing from season 9 just yet.
I'm pretty sure the Flash show made me a nerd. I'm not sure though, but I'm pretty sure.
These people raised me, honestly. Like, I love these guys.
Like for real.
Alright, Karam, do you want to start us off?
My number 10 spot is Enter Flash Time, season 4, episode 15. It's the one where the bomb goes off, the nuclear bomb, and all the speedsters are stuck in Flash Time because that's the only way to stop the bomb from going off. It was just a great episode. That's why it's in my number 10 spot.
So my number 10 spot is either the one that started it all. We have season 1, episode 1, the pilot. The first episode ever of The Flash. This episode was crazy. It was so cool. This is the first time we see him use his powers, first time he stops a villain, everything. It's awesome. In my number 9 spot, I have season 2, episode 9, titled Running to Stand Still. This was the season 2 Christmas episode, where the Trickster and Mark Martin escaped prison, and Patty's going after them, Barry's going after them. It's just such a vibe. It's a Christmas episode. Zoom's in town, like everyone. It's great.
That one is a good one.
Yeah.
That was nice. Okay, all right. My number 9 episode is Infantino Street, season 3, episode 22.
Oh yes.
You already know what that is.
I know. I love it.
Iris. Barry races to save Iris from Savitar. And then the ending of that episode, it wasn't even the ending episode. It was the episode after, but like that episode got me feels, bro.
Yeah, the ending of that episode was crazy.
I loved Iris back then, so it was crazy to see that happen.
They basically ended on a cliffhanger that episode. It was crazy.
An insane cliffhanger, yeah. My number 8 is Flashpoint. Flashpoint, season 3, episode 1. It was the first live action Flashpoint. It was crazy. It varied from the original storyline, but it was so well made. That was fun. That was awesome. I love that, like, becoming into live action. That was awesome.
My number 8 spot, I have season 3, episode 17, titled Duet. So, say what you want about this episode. I really like it. It's the musical episode between Barry and Kara. They get the Music Meister, traps them, and
I've had mixed feelings about that episode.
Yeah, but it's grown. I mean, it's a guilty pleasure. I like the episode. Singing, dancing, just a fun time. My number 7 spot, I have season 6, episode 7, which is titled "The Last Temptation of Barry Allen, Part 1." This episode, Grant Gustin performed. He did so good. It's because this was the episode where Bloodwork took over his mind, and he had to try and fight between the Speed Force or trying to save himself. Grant Gustin's acting was amazing.
Wow.
Him sweating and crying, thinking that he'll never be able to see Nora again and everything. It was a beautifully made episode.
My 7 is Fast Enough, season 1, episode 23. When Barry fights off Dawn in the finale, the first finale, he's given the chance to change his past and save his mother, but he stopped. He can't do it. But in turn, Eddie sacrificed himself to kill Dawn, and we all know how that turned out.
That was one hell of a finale. My God.
That was crazy. Honestly, perfect finale. My number 6 spot, the pilot. Number 6 is the pilot.
Yes.
It was just the culmination, the beginning. Him fighting off his first villain, of course, like you said, and it was just, it was so amazing.
Here, so at number 6, I have season 8, episode 20, Negative Part 2. And this is the episode This is the most recent episode, actually, because season 9 is not out yet. This is the finale of season 8, and this episode was crazy. The way Barry uses his powers. This is him fighting against black-suited Thawne, and they both have all the forces. The abilities that both of them have, like, instead of just the speed force, the strength force, everything, Barry has, like, super strength and everything. It's crazy. The fight between the two is amazing, and I have this cool photo of Barry sitting down in the middle of the street fighting Thawne, and it looked kind of like a meme. I'm gonna put that in the video I took from the episode. I love that episode. It just shows how strong and how much Barry leveled up. At number 5, I have season 3, episode 15, and this is the one I specifically wrote on here. End of the episode. So season 3, episode 15 is titled "The Wrath of Savitar."
The Wrath of Savitar. Menacing name.
So the end of this episode is why I like it so much. Barry had just been stabbed by Savitar, and he's laying in the Star Labs' like medical unit. Everyone's around him. Joe's holding Wally's torn up suit. He's crying because Wally's gone now. Jesse ran out of the room crying. Everyone slowly walks away from Barry. He's crying on the bed himself. And then the part that hits me the most was Iris. She's like holds his hand and she like leaves. Barry notices she's not wearing the ring anymore.
Damn.
Just a few episodes earlier, he proposed to her, and now she's not wearing the ring. And he's crying. He thinks Wally's dead. Iris isn't marrying him anymore. Everything just went to shit at the end of that episode. Savitar's out and free. God damn. What an episode.
Oh, yeah. I started to remember that episode. That was crazy. My number 5 is I Know Who You Are. This episode. This episode in itself was pretty good. Like, then everyone was like, it was a pretty chill episode until the ending when Barry really thought about it and he found out Savitar's identity. And it's himself. Like, it blew my mind.
Yeah, the last few minutes of that episode was crazy.
My number 4, yeah. Enter Zoom.
Number 4,
I'm just gonna give a brief description for this. Zoom enters and demolishes the police department and breaks Barry's back. That's all I need to say.
Fair enough, honestly, yeah.
That was freaking crazy.
So my episode 4 is season 3, episode 22, titled Infantino Street. So you had this on your list as well. I had this at number 4 because I recently saw a YouTube video or a TikTok video talking about this episode, and it just made me add it to the list a little bit higher than it was before because it just like the feels. It was like the very end of the episode. They find this. So fun fact. The episode, or the day Iris was supposed to die, was the same day in real life the episode aired.
Really?
Yes. So like I remember writing on my calendar, Iris West dies on this day.
Oh my god.
So yeah. So the day Iris was supposed to die in the show it was the same day that episode released. So I knew like something big was gonna happen. The speed cannon didn't work, and then when that doesn't work, Barry like. He's scared. He starts screaming for Joe, for someone to help him, and then Iris gets stabbed.
I remember the feeling of that episode because like Joe was just like he was on the roof with the sniper and he just turned around and he was just
he dropped the gun. He's
motionless.
Like Barry couldn't do anything. He's like begging for Savitar to don't. He's like screaming for Joe for help, and then the end of the episode, the music playing, Barry holding Iris in his arms, crying, and then it ends. The episode ends like that.
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I set my number 4 spot.
Yeah, no, understandable, yeah.
My number 4 was very sad, but my number 3 is season 1, episode 8, The Flash versus Arrow. I love this episode so much. I love Barry and Oliver as a duo, and this was probably my favorite interaction between the two. This is the first time we got a crossover, first ever crossover and it was awesome because the Flash happened because of Arrow, and now they're getting a crossover. Like, that's so cool, and they get to fight. Like, everything was just so great at this time. Barry was happy. I was happy. Oliver was happy for once. Like, everything was good.
Okay, my season 3 though is season 1, episode 9, the episode right after the Christmas episode with with the man in the yellow suit. When Thawne reveals himself, not really, Thawne reveals himself, but like the Reverse Flash actually like fights the Flash for the first time, and that was just, it was honestly, it's my top 3, which is pretty crazy. I thought
yeah,
of myself, I was
definitely.
like,
Yeah.
I thought a few of my episodes would be better, but I reviewed that and I was just like, I don't know why, but I feel like it's just amazing. My number 2, my 1 and 2 are both time travel episodes because I love time travel. My second episode, my top 2, is Out of Time, season 1, episode 15. This is when Barry runs back in time for the first time by accident, and in the timeline he left behind a crazy ass timeline. He
Oh,
kisses
yes.
Iris,
And she finds
and
out he's...
and Cisco finds out Wells, and he gets killed, hand through the chest, kill style, bro. That was crazy for me. He time traveled for the first time, which is amazing.
On accident, too.
On accident.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Joe got kidnapped, his leg was broken and everything. Like,
Exactly, yeah.
yeah.
So
That was a
much happened.
crazy-ass timeline.
That was crazy, and then he just reverted the time like nothing happened, and we all knew what happened. It was crazy.
Yeah. Alright, my number 2, you've said this one already, but it's season 2, episode 6, Enter Zoom. And
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I saw this teaser. I don't know if it was real or not, but it was like very early into the production. I don't even know if they started filming season 2 at the time, but it was old footage of Barry running through the city, but they changed the lightning to be blue. At the end of that teaser, it said Zoom is coming. So I'm like, okay, Zoom,
Ooh.
that's blue lightning. That's so cool. And then they've been talking about him these past 6 episodes. I'm like, okay, this is the final. We're gonna finally see Zoom in this. And then I'm like, okay, so he can't be as bad as the Reverse Flash with Barry's arch nemesis. This man comes out a beast in a black suit, terrifying face, claws for hands, and almost murders Barry, drags him across the city, humiliates him in front of all of the citizens, in front of the cops, everything, and snaps his back. Like, no other speedster has come close to doing that. The first time their encounter with Barry, it was amazing. I was shitting myself watching that. Zoom is
Bro.
genuinely terrifying. My favorite episode of The Flash of all time, and I would even argue this is the best episode of The Flash of all time, Season 1, Episode 9, The Man in the Yellow Suit.
Man in the yellow suit.
Yeah.
Nice.
You see,
Awesome.
when I first saw the trailer for this episode, I don't think I've ever been happier for a Flash episode. Like, Season 1, they are already introducing the Reverse Flash, Barry's biggest nemesis. And the way they teased him in the teaser originally, seeing like Barry seeing him on the rooftop and everything, like your heart stops. Like, this is Barry's been talking about him all season, and now he's there, he's back. And their first encounter, again, not as bad as Zoom, but he destroys Barry that first time.
Yeah, he had no
Yeah.
chance.
And for the rest of the season, you can tell Barry's not the same anymore. Just the way he acts, just he wants to kill Thawne,
Like
which I don't blame him.
for the
Yeah,
first time, he sees the man who murdered his mother.
back after all these years, yeah. And he's like telling his
Exactly.
dad, like, I'm
As a grown
close, like,
man.
yeah, I'm close, I'm gonna find him. I'm like, fuck. He's like telling his dad in jail and everything. And even the end of the episode, finally, when it shows who is wearing the suit, just just Thawne looking into the camera, Merry Christmas. And then
I
just
forgot
and
about
it
that.
just ends. And it was a
Oh,
Christmas episode. All Flash Christmas episodes are such a vibe. Like
honestly,
having that
those
and
Christmas
Thawne
episodes.
in that same episode. That's why I think it's the best episode of The Flash ever.
Okay, all right.
The only one that could top it is the season 9 finale, the series finale. That could top it.
Season 9 finale, yeah.
Yeah.
My number 1, flashback. Season 2, episode 17.
Okay.
This is after he encounters Zoom. He's scared shitless by Zoom after, he stabs his back. A couple episodes later, and in order to get faster than Zoom, he goes back in time to find out how to get faster. To the man who taught him how to go fast. Thon. He runs back in time. He finds out how to get faster by Thon. But he managed to a few things up. Changes the timeline a bit. A time wraith is chasing him throughout time. Plus, he meets his former self. Two flashes together, which was insane. I don't know why, but it was fucking sick. Like the two flashes together, that like hyped me to like throughout the episode. I was just like happy, like so fucking happy. And then when Don strapped him to the wheelchair, like, and then him he's like, come on, Doctor, well, this is me. He's like, Don was not having it. I was scared shitless what Don was gonna do to him. That's why I think it's the best episode.
Alright, everyone, that was our list of the top 10 episodes of The Flash.
Yes.
Thank you for watching.
Very hyped for the last season.
Yes. So when the show does end, the series finale, I'll be making a few videos on it. I'll be making one where me and Karam talk about just like the show in general, what we like about it, just recapping the show in general, and then I'm gonna make a very sappy ass video about how much the show means to me, and I'm probably gonna end up crying. I'm 100% expecting me to start bawling during the finale. I genuinely think so.
I'm not a crier, but like I'll still be like sad at the ending.
Thanks for watching.